anything to talk about this week?
Podcast. Two guys talking without wearing pants. Pantless Podcast. You can take our ideas.
Welcome back to the Pantless Podcast. I'm Travis.
And I'm Austin.
And the
We're
answer
back.
is no. We actually don't have anything to talk about. We'll see you guys next week, folks.
Bye.
I'm just
So,
kidding.
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Look
What
at
is-
that head. I just do it so you can see my face, because when I do this,
That's not what
It
I
goes
saw.
away.
Like the last time I looked at you, I hadn't seen the headset yet. Yeah, without the headset, it your background eats your face.
yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out someday. I don't care.
You're just zombie Austin this season.
Roar.
Fact, it's been doing it every episode.
Yeah, that's fine. I need to get a big headset.
Big headset.
Yeah.
What's been happening?
What has been happening, sir?
Not a whole lot. Football's back.
Football's back. WNBA's over.
I thought I just saw. Oh, fantasy WNBA.
Fantasy
They're in
WNBA.
Actual WNBA's in playoffs.
Yeah. But,
Fair.
cram. WNBA champ. Congratulations to you, sir.
So
Congratulations to
he'll
you.
take the trophy from Kelly, right?
Yes.
Which Kelly informed me the other day that it disintegrated on him.
Yes. He must have needed to use the components, so
Well,
he'll be providing a new trophy from what I understand. Once baseball's over,
fair.
we'll have our dual league. And we need to remember, in a month, hockey is starting.
Yes.
So
we need to get.
I
that
need to
going.
go ahead. I need to get that started. I need to do that this weekend.
And we need to figure out who's going to
Get
be
the
in it.
invite set.
We got to figure out who all is going to be in it
I know Alex is in.
and who all. If we want to just
We probably should just scrap. It's just gonna be me, you, and Alex. We'll figure out the rest. See if we can get some other people.
Yeah. No last minute ads, and if anybody needs a last minute ad, I think it should go to a complete vote. And if everyone doesn't vote, it fails. We're not having another football situation with the extra team we added last minute that's
It's dominating right now. It's dominating.
I don't want to call it dominating.
Dominating.
How would you say dominating?
Speaking of dominating, I'm getting dominated. I am in football. Football, and of course my computer's breaking, but I'm playing Dave, and one of his players just went off. I think he's got Swift, maybe? Or...
You talking about the Buffalo Dills?
Yeah.
He just had Kirk Cousins play.
Kirk Cousins, who threw 4 touchdowns. That's right.
In a loss.
Why is my computer not letting me pull up this information? But yeah.
Who else?
Pretty impressive showing. 28.56 points from Kirk Cousins.
I think it was Little Smokies. Left a ton of points on the bench. Yeah. He had Jordan Addison that scored 13, but he didn't even start him.
Nice.
And he's got DeAndre Hopkins starting that's projected to score 0 points. He must be hurt. This guy's so good at football, fantasy football.
And our newest person who you think messed up the whole league has 37.22 points with just 2 players playing, a kicker and a quarterback. Dominating.
But I don't think they're gonna have. I don't foresee them scoring over 100 points.
I think you're just scared.
I'm looking at their players and seeing not much to happen. Because last week, your old boy that had the Dallas defense lost, even with his defense scoring 35.
That's true.
So one.
Very true.
Yeah, you had a quarterback that scored a point over what he was projected to score. In my opinion, that's actually not that great. If you're projected to score 24, great. You gave a point over, but I don't consider that a lights out performance.
That's fair.
When was projected to do 4.7, scored 25.2. Not even a full point over its projection. Now the Philadelphia kicker, that's another matter. Scored 12, projected 8.8. She has two of the best kickers in the NFL on her roster. Somehow it has Jake Elliott and Evan McPherson. Problem is McPherson plays for a team that has a dead offense. That's your starting quarterback.
If he's the offense, then there you go.
McPherson, I think, only scored like 3 points last week because Cincinnati did nothing. If your offense is dead and never gets you into field goal range, how you gonna score points?
That's true.
Kirk Cousins was projected to score 17.9, scored 28.5. That right there is a lights out performance in my book.
Kirk Cousins did very well. Too well.
That's the winner of the weekend.
So far, we don't even know yet.
Didn't even start his best defense. He left the Eagles defense on the bench. But also the Eagles defense gave 6 points. That might have been a good call against Kirk Cousins. Hey, I just want to appreciate you for handshaking. Handshake right here. Appreciate the trade, sir. Appreciate the trade.
Yeah, I like it. It was early, but I think we both got what we wanted. We both got some potential boom or bust wide receivers.
I wasn't sold on. Okay, so OBJ was my. I was on the fence.
Right.
I just he's an older wide receiver that didn't play last year. He's not the main weapon on the offense for Baltimore. They have a lot of weapons.
Right.
Sky Moore's in the same situation, but he's a young guy. And it frustrates me because Sky Moore was supposed to be Tyreek Hill's replacement in Kansas City. Because he's a real similar body type and speed. He's a little bit slower than Hill. But he's got that big play, big boom, but they just don't use him.
Right.
They kind of went away from that style of offense where they just don't go downfield with him anymore. Now, if Kelsey comes back and gets healthy, that opens up that downfield strike for Sky Moore. Because you have to respect the center of the field with Kelsey. You can't put that extra safety in the deep. So maybe that was why I now have 3 Kansas City weapons. But one's just a insurance policy. David said I wasted that there was a bad trade.
No, I don't. I mean, we'll see. Like you said, OBJ has not really performed lately, but he's got the potential that we know of. Sky Moore is part of a dynamic offense, and can get you, 10 points on one play. So,
but the defenses is where because I wasn't sold on the Bills' defense when I drafted them. I should have waited and picked up a different defense. They're in a very tough conference. They have a very tough schedule, and people always play them tough.
Yeah, that's fair.
They'll give you a solid 5 to 6, almost guaranteed every week. They just don't give you the high numbers. So, I got my Commanders defense. And I got Jacksonville defense on my bench. So, that's why I was willing to make that trade.
Yeah. You definitely don't want to start Jacksonville's defense this week.
No. Agreed. So, hey, since we're already in football, let's talk about last week's picks.
Last week's pick. Oh, I forgot we picked last week.
Let's get.
How did those picks look? How did they go?
So we only did over under for the Commanders game and the Cowboys game. So the over under.
Where did we put the over under? Like, where did we record that?
If you look in the movies we reviewed sheet.
Yeah.
Sheet 2, it's in the. If you just hover over the first game, I put it in the notes inside each game.
Okay.
So the over under for Washington and Arizona was 38. They scored a total of 36. You got that one.
Yeah.
It was under.
Woo, barely.
Dallas, and I predicted the win. I got the win. You predicted a win against the Giants, and that was a close game in the first minute. Over under. Here's the funny one. This cracked me up when I actually went to go look at it. The over under was 45.
Yeah.
The total points scored was 40.
Yep.
By one team.
Yeah.
We both picked over. We lost. Here's the problem. If the Giants would have scored a touchdown, bam, we're in the over.
Yeah. Or kicks 2 field goals.
I mean, like, yeah. Same with Washington. The total points scored was 36. 38 was scored. Like, I think that game ended 21-20. No, what was it? No, then it would have been 36. What was it? It was close. What did it end last week? 2016.
2016.
20
to
what 16.
Mean?
So it was 36. And I needed 38. Like, come on, low scoring game. So, this week, we have, where did I go? Washington goes to Colorado to play the Broncos. Dallas stays home to play Benny and the Jets. This is going to be a very rough game for the Jets.
Yeah, it is.
Who scheduled Dallas against both the New York teams?
I don't know.
Should have just made both of them home games.
They play all of the New York teams this season.
Oh, yeah, they play the Bills, too.
Yep.
I guess they play the two New York.
Yeah, the Bills are the only New York team, right?
Yeah, they only play once in New York.
That's funny. The other two teams have the name New York, but play in New Jersey. Yeah. And then the one team that plays in New York is Buffalo.
Yep. So, I've already got the stat line in here. Washington traveling to Denver. Over-under is 39.
I'm going under on that one. I'm going under. I think I don't know if I can predict the score, but I think that's significantly under. I don't think you think our last ones were kind of close. I don't even think this is going to be close.
You know what? I agree. I typed under the first time.
Yeah, that's that too.
Yeah. This is the one. So, the Jets coming to Dallas. Over under is 38.5.
I'm gonna pick under on this one too. Ooh. I think the Jets defense is. I mean, I guess it didn't really. The Giants defense didn't play a huge role at all because Dak only had 143 yards.
I think what was every possession from like the 30. Like, what did Dallas start in the red zone every drive?
Right, basically.
Did either team ever cross the 50 physically? Like,
I think it's going to be under. I think it's going to be very solid defense. I would predict 27 total points. I think it'll be 20-7. Actually, I think Dallas wins 20-7. So I'm picking the under here too. Going both games under.
I think it's going to be an over.
Oh, really? Interesting. Who do you think is the difference maker? Who's gonna perform?
I think Dallas puts in a similar performance last week, but I think the Jets put some points on the board with their running attack.
Okay.
The Jets, if the Jets can get their running game and not the Jets can't drop back and throw the ball 30 times in this game. The Dallas D line is the pass rush for Dallas is too good to throw the ball.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, that's where the Giants messed up. They just decided they were going to murder Daniel Jones in week 1. I mean, what happens when your quarterback's getting hit within 3 seconds of snapping the ball?
Yeah,
hand the ball off to one of the best running backs in the league. I don't even know how many carries Saquon Barkley had, but it couldn't have been enough. I can look that up.
Yeah. You look that up. I'm trying to figure out if I can get something that shows the trophy. If I could show something that shows our trophy.
Who has Saquon? Is that? Hampshire. Oh yeah, that's right. That idiot had got Barkley. 12 carries for 51 yards. That's not enough. What is going on in this chat?
Don't worry about it. I'm recruiting people to hockey. I'm recruiting people to hockey, showing them the trophy.
Yeah, busy. Yeah, Barkley only had 12 carries against the Cowboys. That's not enough for Barkley, in my opinion. But
yeah, maybe they didn't want him injured again.
Would you rather get?
He's too sensitive.
I guess they chose Daniel Jones to potentially get injured. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, I think it's going to be... Now,
but you think it's going to be over?
Dallas gets the dub.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson does not beat the Cow. And now, I'm going to throw this out in the universe. This is a game the Cowboys lose.
If Rodgers is the quarterback?
No, I'm just talking. These are the type of games that your Cowboys fumble and lose. They just had a lights out performance against the Giants, and they're going into a game that's a guaranteed win. That all you have to do is show up and you beat the Jets right now. The Cowboys historically have lost this game.
Yeah, but it's a different Cowboys this year.
But
it is.
This game will be a prove it game for if it's a different Cowboys.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They haven't sold me.
They will the defense will give up 7 points. Now, is it possible the offense will give up 14 points? Possibly. I could see Dak throwing a couple pick sixes, but I think our defense is only going to give up 7.
Like I said, this is a game where Dallas comes in, riding the high of the Giants game, and you guys have the easiest 3 game starting for the season.
4 games, sir.
The Patriots will be a hard game.
No, that's a gimme.
They look better. No, you're overlooking them. I guarantee you lose to the Patriots because you're overlooking them. because you're
No.
prepping for the Niners. That's an overlooked game that you lose.
No. Trap games only
hey.
exist in college, sir. Trap games only exist in college.
OU does. I'm about to say OU does it all the time.
NFL does not have trap games. That's a college thing.
I've seen it. I call it as it is. I'm a fan of the game. Not of the Cowboys. But I've watched them. As being a Commanders fan, for as long as I have, I've watched a bunch of Dallas games. Plus, being where I live, I see a lot of Dallas games. Historically, right. I know how Dallas plays. They've never shown me a reason to be different, to think differently. So, we'll see.
Yeah. Vegas has Dallas winning by 8.5 points.
Correct. Are they minus? Is that what they are?
Dallas is minus 8.5.
Yep.
If Dallas loses, that is a huge miss by Vegas.
But that's what they should win by.
Yeah. Right.
Vegas is looking at what it should be. Dallas isn't got my mindset where I'm like, this is a trap game. What is that line if Rodgers is in the game?
I think it's 3.5.
Fair. Did you see the post he made yesterday?
I don't think so.
Thanking the city for all their well wishes, and he's not done.
Oh, he's not done? Okay. He's coming back.
He's planning to come back.
This season?
No, he's done for the year. They said this is like a 12-month rehab kind of situation.
Jeez Louise.
They said, from everything I've heard and read, is an Achilles tear is like the worst because you can't. It's like massively painful. The entire healing process. Like there's not like good days and bad. It's all bad days.
Right.
And I guess building it back up and getting back on the field is tough for a young player, let alone someone in their late 30s. But
sure. He's
claiming he's not done.
Okay. We'll see.
We
will see.
Is 8 the largest line
of this week?
Bills, Raiders, Buffalo minus 8. No love to the Raiders. Are the Raiders that bad?
I haven't seen much about the Raiders, so I couldn't tell you. I don't know who they have.
Jimmy G is their quarterback.
But yeah, 8. Yep, it is 8.5. So this is supposed to be the biggest blowout of the week right here. This game, Dallas Jets.
Oh, half season Jimmy G's playing for the Raiders.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of Jimmy G. I don't buy into him.
I don't. Can he play the whole season?
Nah.
I mean, how many games does he play before he gets hurt and is out for the season? Why do we have 2 Monday night games? Answer me this.
2 Monday night games?
Yeah.
I didn't even see that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Got Saints, Panthers that start at 6:15 p.m. and then Browns, Steelers that start at 7:15 p.m. One on ESPN and one on ABC.
Because they know that I wouldn't be able to watch the one on ESPN and ESPN2, so they're going to give me one that I can watch.
What happened to you and ESPN? Are you guys having an argument?
I don't have services that offer regular ESPN. I have ESPN Plus, so I can watch that bottom game. But I'm not a cable or satellite guy, and I haven't got I am planning some restructuring of my finances to make ESPN happen this season. I just haven't pulled the strings yet. I've still got some things to work out. You know, I might have to release a couple services and then
Oh, you gotta jump into free agents. You're gonna release.
release a couple underperformers.
Restructure
Like
some contracts.
yeah, say listen, I'm just not seeing enough from you the past couple years. I'm gonna have to release you. That way I can free up some money so I can get this guy, who I will watch regularly.
He'll see more playing time.
Yeah, exactly.
So any good college games on, which I didn't see.
No.
Any TU's hosting Oklahoma tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll be fun. If you want to fork over $85, you can go see that game in the cheap seats.
I'm ESPN 2 tomorrow. I might. No, I'm gonna be busy. Was there any other? I know Colorado's played Colorado State.
That would be fun, but I think it's gonna be a blowout.
Well, the Colorado State coach made some comments in an interview.
I heard a little bit about that. Why would you do something so stupid? Why would you talk smack about a team that is so hot right now?
Nobody understands. Like they're gonna beat you by 50 if you keep your mouth shut. Now they're gonna score 100 on you.
Yeah.
Because you made these comments about them.
They would have been nice. They would have been nice and brought in their like second and third strings the second half of the game.
No, now Shador's gonna play the whole game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the whole game. It's first string.
He's gonna throw like 20 touchdown passes. He's gonna set an NCAA record.
Yep. Yeah, that was just, I don't understand it. Dumb move. He must have like been sipping too many Mountain Dews or something. Had too many Dr. Peppers.
All right, no good college games. All right. Hey, let's shift this before we get into the boring part of this episode. Did you hop into the Teal Mask DLC yet?
Only a little bit.
Same.
Just a smidge. I did the first battle.
So I went into the first town, battled the annoying girl, got through all of the talk, like introduction, and like then you had to fight her brother.
I haven't got that far.
Okay, I fought the brother.
Okay.
And then got the little bit of story there, got released from that, and now I have a mission to where I need to like the story mission up. And then I turned it off. That's as far as I got. I caught like a couple. I wouldn't call them new.
Right.
But new to the game. I think I caught like a Puchiana. That stupid like bug type that's in a leaf, swaddled in a leaf. But they're all like level 57s.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I caught a couple of them, and you just give them one large candy, and then they evolve. And you're like, okay, well, I've just registered those two to my decks, and you just get rid of them.
I haven't started doing that yet.
Yeah, that's what I did. But now I've got to remember how to evolve a couple of them because that dragonfly. Surely, I don't know what level it evolves, but I gave it a candy and evolved it, or I gave it a candy to level it up. Did not evolve, and so either it's a crazy high evolution number or it's a gimmick.
I want to say that one originally didn't evolve in the original when it was originally released. Did it evolve? Has it always had an evolution, or did it gain an evolution later in later games?
I don't know.
All right. Now, did you notice where you are in this game?
I know that the school that hosted you is from Unova.
Yeah, okay. You're in Unova.
But is that where you are? You're in Unova?
I don't. It said.
Are you? Because the town name isn't a name that I recognize.
No, I don't think it's any. I don't think you're anywhere that comes from Black and White. But I think I want to say because they said, "Hey, we're going to this town. You're going to be in the. It's a long plane and bus travel to the Unova region." of the and in this town, this area in Unova. So it sounds like Unova and whatever the new game. I'm bad with the regions. Whatever Paldea are like neighbors.
Right.
I wish
Neighbors ish. It's a long flight from what I understand.
correct. I wonder. Has anybody ever? You know if there's any canon maps of where all these regions are relative to each other, except for Gen 1 and Gen 2?
No. That would be pretty cool.
Well, because Gen 1, Gen 2 are beside each other.
Right.
Because in silver and gold, you travel between the two right beside each other.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna jump back in probably tomorrow since there's not any really good college games going on.
fair.
And then
I
knock it out. I just looked it up. They said it takes about anywhere from 3 to 5 hours to
beat the whole.
to finish the DLC. And then obviously, you have to, if you want to complete the decks, that'll take significantly longer to catch and evolve and all that. But to get through the story.
Here's my question: are you going to try to do it organically, or are you going to try to move some stuff from home to try to?
No, I'm going to do it organic.
Gross.
All organic.
Do you know if there's exclusives?
That I don't know. I haven't heard that yet.
Okay, we'll have to check on that and do some trading.
I just hope there's not like exclusive legendaries. Those annoy me so much.
I don't think so, because I think there's the legendary mask thing, and then there's the 3 pseudo legendaries. I think they're gonna be pseudo legendaries because I think they're dumb looking. There's like the monkey, the smaller monkey, and then there's the pheasant. Like, this is so dumb. I'm super excited about the new. Did you notice? Did you see the new Poltergeist evolution?
I did, yeah. That she had that.
Yeah.
The
Poltergeist. I don't know what it was called. I don't want to look it up yet, but I'm gonna have to look it up to see how it evolves. Because in Violet, I'm still doing a ghost only playthrough, and now I need that in my ghost only, and I need to figure out how I need to evolve it. If I want to evolve it and move it over, or what I want to do. Applin got a new evolution. I know I saw that in the trailer.
Yep.
Caramel Applin, or he looks like a caramel apple. I don't know what his name is. I haven't looked at that. But I know, like, Applin needed the weird apples to evolve into the 2. And then Poltergeist needed a specific chipped cup, which that's a stupid mechanic. Why do this to me? Depending on which one you catch, uses a specific item, but you don't know which one you catch unless the item doesn't work.
Right.
And the items you can only get the item one way in this new game.
Is that true? Because I feel like I've got both the items.
From what I can tell, is the only way to get that item is in the auction house.
Interesting.
I'm honestly just tempted to open up Sword or Shield, pull one from there. I'm just mad that items don't stay in their inventories when they hop across home.
Yeah, that is kind of lame.
So, but I mean, I think this one added. We got Snorlax in this one, so Snorlax is back. But I had heard rumor that Ursaluna and Cleaver and all them are over. Potential. I haven't checked in home to see what all can come over yet. I need to hop in later and test that. So, you got anything else? Oh, breaking news.
Breaking news. Yeah.
I'm gonna skip what do you know new, because I don't know anything new.
Yeah, and
Let's do breaking
I don't even know if we should do break. We should have led off with breaking news to make sure that we maintained our female viewers.
Didn't
But
have any to begin with.
who knows?
Move on.
Whatever. Nelly and Ashanti are back together.
Who?
Nelly and Ashanti? You remember
Never
Nelly
heard
from
of
the Dirty South?
From where?
From the Dirty South? From the MI crooked letter OURI?
Yeah, no, never heard of him.
You can find me in St. Louis, where the guns play and rains all day.
I don't go there. No.
Okay.
Never heard of her. But go on. Somebody's interested.
Yeah.
You just know, I'm not your audience.
Yeah. Somebody's excited. My wife, when I tell her, she's going to be like ecstatic, I'm sure.
But if
she follows that stuff.
If she follows that stuff, she already knows. She
might.
Telling you.
She might. But she just got back from work. She might not be on X yet. Who knows? This is breaking news, sir. If we were live, she would know, and I would hear her squeal. But we're not live. Are we? Are we live?
No, we're not live. No. We're alive, but we're not.
All right. That's fine. Yeah. So we got Alex in hockey. We need 3 more players.
You need what?
We need 3 more people in hockey. We need who? Somebody. You got to know somebody that knows hockey.
I don't.
I know some people that know hockey, but for some reason they're not interested in fantasy hockey. And it bothers me. I'm like, we need people that like hockey.
Who do we got in here? Nobody. Right. Why do we have 5 set up? Or no, there's 6 in it. So we need 3 more. Man, I don't know.
3 more.
How many?
2 more. Jaden's in now. So now we need 2 more players.
Okay, hasn't joined yet, so.
Oh.
Don't restructure the league. I want to be on the opposite side of the division as you.
Okay. I didn't even know restructuring the league was an option, so you're in.
I thought you could shuffle the division.
I think you can. I think you can. I've just never really wanted to. I like being opposite of you in all of our division. We are opposite in everything, right?
I want to say base.
I think we should be, because I think me and you are always the first and second team in the league, so it's 1, and then you're...
Are we opposite in football?
Sure we are. Surely.
I hadn't looked at the divisions. Yeah, we are. I like it when Mark and David are separated too. Like when me and a twin and you and a twin are, heaven forbid, I think in baseball we were the same. I mean, not baseball. Wasn't basketball? Wasn't NBA? Can I even look at that? We're in the same division in NBA. And oh, that's right. Me, you, and Mark are in the same division. That's why NBA has always been kind of
in the NBA.
Yeah,
we are.
Yeah, it's me, you, and Mark are in the Hatfields.
We need to switch that up.
Yeah, that one needs to be like me or you needs to trade to the other side.
Yeah. I'm down for that.
I want to say I'm still 100% mad about baseball. Like,
I'm trying. I'm gonna be in a freaking nail biter in the championship. It is gonna be insane.
The fact that I lost out in the playoffs by one game. One game. I don't know. I'm gonna be bitter about it. Winning the championship last year, and I didn't even get a chance to defend my title. A little upset about it. So, but it is what it is. Movie?
Movie review.
I like this movie.
Yeah. This was such a good movie, wasn't it?
It was pretty good.
It was really good.
Me and my wife were driving to, I think we were driving to Springfield last weekend. And I was telling her about this movie, and she's like, she started talking about this. I may not have told her the name of the movie, but she started explaining this movie that for years, she's been trying to figure out what the movie was. But she knew what it was about, and she started explaining what the movie was about that she's been trying to find. I'm like, that's our review movie this week. That's called Sidekicks.
How funny.
Freaking Chuck Norris.
Right?
Boy, you want to know how good you are? You're going to see it once. Like,
yeah. I don't understand how at the end of that, where they lit the thing, how is that even legal to light it on fire? Doesn't that weaken the bricks?
That's
like
what
that makes
I
it
was saying.
that makes it that makes it easier to break.
If you notice, there were like little wood shims between each brick layer. Wouldn't that burn the shims and make it? Yeah.
I don't know.
I called shenanigans on that one. I wanted to see the two. I wanted to see them fight. I didn't want to see them break bricks. I wanted them to go hand to hand martial combat.
Right.
But they wanted to wimp out and break bricks. It's like, come on now. I thought it was a great movie. A lot of '90s stars. Like, I don't want to say stars, but a lot of '90s actors.
Yeah.
The wife was, for the first part of the movie, the wife was trying to figure out who the girl was that becomes his girlfriend. She all growed up and became a Hallmark star.
See, I know her from Wonder Years. I don't know her as an adult. I don't even know her as an adult.
She was in Wonder Years. What was she? She was.
Yeah, she was Wendy.
She was Topanga's best friend, wasn't she? Or wasn't she
Topanga?
Which one did you? Wonder Years. Oh, Wonder Years. I was thinking.
You're thinking Boy Meets World.
I get those.
Yeah. No.
I was like 10 when I watched both of those shows. I don't remember any of the girls from that one, but I do remember. Was she the main girl in that one?
Yeah, she was the main girl in that one.
Would have that been before or after this? Before this?
It would have been before this, yeah.
Well, this was... Yeah, so this was 92. Well, IMDb sucks. Every time I type in this movie, it wants to find a video game called the Sidekicks. Oh, Super Sidekicks 2. It's everything it pulls up. Or a 1974 TV movie.
Okay. With the same premise or no?
I don't even know. This got a tomato meter of 26%. Audience score of 48%.
Yeah.
That's 19 reviews. How great was it to get to watch a movie on Prime with no ads?
That was really nice. Very nice. No ads. No buffering. It was a beautiful thing. Unlike my Thursday night football, for some reason, that liked to buffer towards the end of the game.
I didn't even watch that game last night, so couldn't tell you.
I watched it on Prime, and it was great until towards the end it started buffering.
So, this publication, the Arizona Republic, gave it a 2 out of 5. Sidekicks is so predictable that you could leave the theater, break a few bricks of your own, and not miss anything.
Golly. Tell us how you really feel.
Chuck Norris's brother did direct this movie. I didn't realize Chuck Norris's brother was a director. Aaron Norris?
I wondered if they were related. I saw that name, and I was like, huh.
This critic gave it a 1 out of 4, which I don't know why he gave it a 1 out of 4, and this one gave it a 2 out of 5. Like, on the same website, so I don't understand what our ranking score here is. This was in 2021 as well. There's a sense of desperation about the whole thing. Norris and director Aaron, I don't know why I said not Chuck and brother Aaron, charged with salvaging Norris's flailing career, came up with a load of self-aggrandizing fluff. Didn't realize this was at the end of his career.
Okay.
I mean, I will admit that the daydreaming scenes felt like they were wrote by a child, because they were.
They were? For real?
Well, they were in his head. I mean, all those scenes of him and Chuck fighting together, as you know, like a duo, were all in his head. So all of those cheesy lines and just how corny it was had to be corny because it was in an adolescent's head. I mean, if it was perfectly written with actually funny lines and, well written, it wouldn't have made sense that it was in its head. So, like, I think a lot of people might have problems with the just corniness of the daydream scenes. Does that make sense?
And they were cheesy. They were cheesy.
They were.
But like you said, I mean, it makes sense that they were written by a kid. I thought they were very good for daydreams. Like, they were weird. They didn't make a lot of sense. I thought it fit. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one.
Wow. I think this is an audience review. F the movie. This is a tribute for Chuck.
Wow.
This is a tribute for Chuck, and it knows it. And just because of that, 4 stars. I only wish for the day that they make a movie using all the facts about Chuck that made him an internet god he is. I mean, he was his own father.
That's funny.
I effing loved this movie when I was a kid. When I watched this as a kid, I felt so empowered. These are like 4 and 5 star, like, audience reviews.
Yeah. I know Roger Ebert, because we were struggling to find some. If you go to rogerebert.com, he reviewed this movie, and he gave it a 2-star. I liked it. It was fun, and I learned something. And my daughter taught me. I've been saying the wrong thing for over 20 years, 30 years maybe now. I don't know when. So when he breaks those bricks and goes over to Barry, and he says, "Beat that, puke face," I didn't realize he said, "Beat that, puke face." For the last 20-something years, thought he said, "Beat that, coop face," which doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't make any sense, but that's what I have said that line probably hundreds of times in my life since then, and have said it wrong every time until my daughter corrected me. She's like, "Why did you say kook face? He just said puke face." And I'm like, "He said puke face." So I turned subtitles on, confirmed, puke face. I'm like, that makes sense. It makes more sense than kook face, but I've been saying it wrong this whole time. How embarrassing.
I'm gonna have to say I like the coach, the gym coach. He cracked me up too.
Yeah. Wasn't that Bull from Night Court?
Was it?
I thought it was. I thought it was. Guess I could probably pull it up, couldn't I? Let's see who he was. Richard Mole. Known for
What was his name?
Richard Mole.
Oh, he was Horn, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He looks old in this picture.
He is old, I'm sure. Maybe he wasn't. How old is Night Court?
He was in Jingle All the Way.
Maybe not. I don't know. Oh, he was. He was Bull in Night Court. Okay. Took me a very long time to get down there.
What year was that? That
It ran from 1984 to 1992. And he was in 193 episodes. And I didn't know this, but his name in the show is actually Nostradamus Bull Shannon.
Oh, I see that.
Crazy. Okay.
Nice.
Fun. Now we know.
Did you? I'm trying to find.
He was in an episode of Mork and Mindy. That's fun.
Chuck Norris did this film as a favor to his brother Aaron Norris, who was the director.
He's a pretty big focal point. Like, it would have been really interesting to see the movie without Chuck Norris in it when Chuck Norris is in every daydreaming scene.
Goof. I'm on IMDb here. Goofs. The Frying Dragon team won the weapons, men's fighting and breaking competition and came in second to the ladies in the ladies kata. Yet somehow after that they managed to be only tied with Stone Dojo.
Yeah. That is. And we talk about how racist the Frying Dragon is.
That's hilarious. I thought that was funny.
I mean, I don't know. Some of this stuff, I mean, they use the R word. That was a no-no.
Which one? Oh, the what about the school he went to? What's their mascot?
Oh, yes. Yeah, you can't say that anymore either.
Yeah.
Yeah, that took a page out of your Washington book. I'm sure if they remade the movie, they'd be called the Commanders.
Alternate versions. The original UK version, video version has an entire scene removed at the end of the film. The nunchuck display that Gary does as part of the competition is missing due to censorship rules in the UK at the time. Additional cuts were made to other nunchaku and throwing star footage, bringing the cut to a total of 40. They cut 4 minutes and 38 seconds out.
Wow, you didn't get the nunchuck scene?
The
final one where he won?
Yeah, that scene was not there. And anytime he was training with the nunchucks and the ninja star scenes at the beginning.
That seems like I don't know.
Here's a user review.
Okay.
Labeled "Wonderful Movie for Children."
Yeah.
I just got done watching this movie on television with my two children, a boy who was 5 and a girl who was 7, and feel it's a wonderful family movie. My children asked we could buy it. I remembered watching this movie when it first came out. I was about 17 at the time, old,
Right?
and liked it then too. It is similar to the Karate Kid, but I enjoyed the twist of the kid daydreaming and overcoming his asthma. This movie sends a wonderful message to children. It shows them that having an illness doesn't mean they can't be normal. It also teaches them to gain control of their anger and channel it into something good. And like the Karate Kid, it shows that being a bully never pays off. Furthermore, it shows kids that it's normal to daydream and don't let others tease you and push you around because you are different. All it takes is a little hard work and determination to find something you're good at. 9 people thought that was helpful.
Yeah.
There was some little bit of language.
I think he was a little excessive in his daydreaming. If you aren't paying attention in a class and you're actually talking out loud in class,
That's
not quite normal. It's one thing to look outside the window and then zone out while you're looking at a bird or something, but to start having a conversation with an entity that's not there, I don't know. But did you see the setup for Sidekicks 2 with the kid in the wheelchair picking up the magazine?
Yeah. It might have got canceled, but I think they were actually gonna. It was actually gonna be called Sidecar.
Wow.
I'll be here all night. I made that exact joke to my wife, and she had the same reaction you did. So I figured I'd try again.
Oh, good grief.
I'm glad you said something. It gave me a chance to knock that one down. Wonder, does this have? So I just saw some information here. Let's see if I can. Did you see how much the budget for this movie was?
No.
Okay, because I just saw the money that it made.
Let me see if I've got it right here. I guess it's not. I thought it was going to be right here. Because I've got IMDb pulled up, but I'm not seeing anything. How much money did it make?
So it's funny, the gross U.S. and Canada and the gross worldwide is the exact same money. So obviously it didn't do anything outside of the U.S. and Canada. 17,180,000.
Okay.
It made 250,000 on opening weekend.
Okay. That's not bad actually.
Wonder. Yeah, I'm not really finding any. Not only some movies do. Only have a budget.
I don't know. I bet they made money though. I bet.
It's crazy that after knowing that Mako was the voice of Uncle Iroh in Avatar: Last Airbender, I hear that voice now. I don't know if you watched much of Avatar.
I didn't.
I've watched it quite a bit, but if you watch a lot of Avatar, then watch this, you hear because he has that Uncle Iroh in Avatar. He's kind of that mentor to who's like kind of portrayed as like one of the main antagonists, main bad guys in the movie, like the young kid that's his nephew, and he's like mentoring his nephew. Well, his nephew's trying to get his honor back, so he's like mentoring and training him similar to the way he was training that kid Barry in this movie. So he kind of had that almost like that same role, and he's always cooking, even in Avatar.
Oh, in Avatar, he's cooking too.
He's always cooking, and he's always eating, and he's playing. He. What was he playing in the park whenever Barry was doing the nunchuck with all those women around him?
I don't know.
What was he doing?
It was like our the Find the Lady game or whatever, but seemed like way more complex. I have no idea. I don't know how I don't know how it worked, but all I know is he was taking them for all of their money.
I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And all the scenes where he's in that VW van, that following Barry as he's running. I don't know. This movie, I can't say it enough. I like this movie. I suggest this movie.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think it holds up well. I think kids would like it.
Only minor language by the one idiot.
Yeah, didn't he just say like the A word twice and that's it?
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Any ideas for next week?
Man, I don't. I
do.
wish oh, okay, sweet.
I saw a suggestion. This is kind of left field.
Okay.
A little bit. Whenever we had this movie paused when my kids were being annoying, a movie suggestion popped up on Amazon Prime for a Rick Moranis movie.
Okay.
Rick Moranis and Tom Arnold.
I saw that. The Bully?
Big Bully.
Okay.
You remember this movie?
I don't think I've ever watched it.
Really?
I remember it coming out, but I don't think... Oh, maybe I did watch it. Aren't they like brothers or something?
No.
Or brother-in-laws? Or one's a car salesman? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of Little Giant.
David, Rick Moranis, returns to Hastings, Minnesota, the childhood hometown he was happy to escape years ago. But when David, now writer and single father, takes a teaching position at his old school, he's a kid again, tormented by the same bully, Fang, Tom Arnold, who made his school days living heck. The two men instantly assume their old roles of victim and tormentor. And then when their sons continue the abuse, the men finally have to grow up. So basically, adult bullying. Right. From childhood bullying. So, it's got Don Knotts in it. Did not know that. It's another one of those movies that just has... It's another one of those 90s movies that every side character can be like, I recognize that character. I recognize that actor from everything.
Back when Rick Moranis was like in everything, he was just the biggest deal.
He did it right, though. If anybody knows his story.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, he is 70.
That's crazy. So, that's what we're going to watch, Big Bully?
Yep. He stopped acting in 97.
Crazy.
Said in 97, Moranis took a hiatus from working in the film industry. He later explained, I'm a single parent, and I just found it was too difficult to manage to raise my kids and to do the traveling involved in making movies. So I just took a bit of a break. And I don't think he's been in a movie since.
I don't think so.
I don't even think he's like cameoed in a movie since.
I don't think so.
Crazy how. Oh, I am curious about it. Yes, I'm gonna check this. I'll double check this later, but we're gonna do Big Bully. I think after that we might start into our monster movies, and
oh yeah, okay.
We'll talk later about. I have some ideas on how we can watch those.
Nice.
Double check to verify that it'll even work before I do it. You got anything else?
I don't think so, man.
I don't think I do any either. So we'll see you folks next week.
Bye.